Good morning. So, first things first, finding a comfortable posture, past tense, I hope. Being in an environment where one is focusing on becoming, maintaining, and flowing in a state of comfort and ease. Allowing oneself to settle in, aware, more aware. Visualizing yourself as an orangey red glowing orb of energy. Taking comfort in your breath, in its ease, what it is helping accomplish in these moments. Sensing flowing blood circulating through your arteries and veins. Feeling one's warmth, one's temperature in the air. Is your body exuding its heat into a cooler atmosphere? Or is the heat building up because it's hotter outside of you than inside? What is it for you? Feeling your clothes or your hair or a breeze? Being more sensitive, we've asked these questions and are considering them. We are bundles of miracles. Oftentimes, we are busy with other things, so we tend to not think of them. And yet, for those who are interested in meditation and mindfulness, these very basic of our life processes can be utilized as tools. We find a sense of calm and ease, increasing clarity, sensitivity, and receptivity to allowing thoughts and concepts, ideas flow more easily in one's mind. One is more allowing and accepting in this sense of receptivity. A great starting point for one's conversation, one's analysis within oneself, for better understanding, and for finding ways, tools, solutions, a sense of organization and structure for moving ahead, making the goals and aspirations we share come true every day in as many moments one can. Realizing it is one's practice, one's effort, harnesses the energy we each represent into our individual, unique perspectives and successes and failures, the way we view our moments as they pass. They are born and live and die in how much of a sense of time. There's 86,400 moments in each day, yet how much does one moment mean? If one considers the speed of light travels at 186,000 miles in one moment, this offers us a sense of perspective, realizing that in just one of these microscopic moments as we consider them, that all of this activity, this energy, can be done. It's a changing of one's perspective. An interesting meditation to be found herein. One's looking for something to think about. This sounds like a lot of fun. Breathing and pulsing, awareness of one's bodily functions, and turning the volume up on our ambiance, including our senses, our sight, our hearing, our touch, our tastes, our smell, our basic five senses, and also being open-minded for the rest, for our extrasensory perceptions, feeling the potential of the universe, of being. The moment is pregnant with the next. The moment is pregnant with the next. This is another thought that can be a great meditation. Consider this, even to consider Thomas Wilson's 5 W's and 1 H. What, when, where, why, who, and how. Our lives are made of moments. That's all we have. To better understand what we're considering is of fundamental importance. It's like being more aware of ourselves, of our physicality, of our basic processes of life, our breathing, pulsing, as basic components of what we need to accomplish on a moment-by-moment basis to be alive. Further, in considering what these two help accomplish together, being life itself, shimmering, effervescent, we are. All three of which we take for granted most of the time. And that's okay. In some analysis, you would find that this is natural enough, that we don't need to take and concentrate our energies on these subjects because they're taken care of by and large. We can spin and pursue other things, events, subjects in our minds. And there's a balance of this. When the balance is fine and there's no concerns, then possibly you think less of these basic foundational aspects of being and pursue other delights, goals. And so you find a balance in the way you do things. What I'm humbly suggesting is that you can add to the depth and the width of one's energetic being by cultivating one's awareness as a tool, one's mind, one's senses, processes, one's vital basic being alive, tools for one's evolution. That's what we're talking about. Evolution. I know we don't necessarily think of it like this. We think of dinosaurs and volcanoes and all kinds of things like that, our histories, each of the parts of civilization of mankind and different continents and religions and governments, even physical features, the differences, and not too often on the basics, because, again, it's easy to take for granted. It is in a deeper analysis of this, in the seeming complexity of creation, that we find opportunities of growth, of a sense of greater understanding. This could be wisdom and maturity, experience, practice, creating elements of rituals and habits, life altering, allowing oneself to make time enjoyable, uniquely each of us. We're moving 1,000,000 miles an hour away from the creation Big Bang. 1,000,000 miles an hour. We're moving away from that like an explosion right now. That's on top of the 1,000 miles an hour the planet is rotating right now. And on top of the 250,000 miles an hour, the whole Earth is moving in an elliptical orbit around the sun, completing it in a year's time as we complete the rotation of our Earth in this orbit also in a day, right? You see how all these things work together, right? We see this. We understand. It is a perspective. We are sharing little things, little steps, a moment at a time, rising in one's awareness. This is the game. Doing so in a manner where we are feeling positive energy is best. Where we can help foster this kind of energy in as much as we can, in conjunction, together, is even a better way we can foster and be better stewards of mankind and its role, its responsibilities and stewardship of not only our kind, but of everything, because that's how wise we are today. With 5,000 or 10,000 years of recorded history, we have entered the beginning of the Aquarian Age. Our eyes have risen to the horizons. Gaze far into the stars, and through technology and science, look how far we've come to understanding creation, the depth, the width, the breadth of whom we are. It is very exciting to be a participant, to be alive. Count one's blessings all the time, in our moments through the day. Counting, laughing, smiling, being thankful, being humble. Namaste.